All right, little add-on. I made it around, everything went good. Last stop was right here. I continued down the back, and on a J3, there is a slight curve up in the backbone, which causes a weird little stretch here, so I relieved it just a little bit up to it, glued it up to the surface, come up, around, down. Now I've got a fuel line here, and this is gonna be hid inside the wing, so I just went on ahead and cut it back to it to where I could lay on both sides and continued. And what I'll do is when I first start to stretch, I'll lay a 3-inch tape over that. I'll cut a hole in it and lay it over it and glue it and then let it dry and then finish stretching it. Went around the very edge of the window. I already had that glued. I already had the inner channel glued. Worked my way across the bottom. I had a little something going on here, so I cut up almost to it. Glued all the way down the edge, went down the front of the gingerbread on the surface. Come back to here. I pulled it up and I cut just perfectly even. And then I let this one lap in here and I'll glue it down. Work my way on through. And what I was wanting to point out is when we're approaching the back of it, I've still got the little flying wire tab here to cut, but I wanted to get pretty close to it. I'll cut the vertical side, front side of it and cut it off to where it'll sit down, and make sure you push it down in behind it. Don't want to cut it and have a hole that you have to put a patch. But you'll end up sometimes with just a little bit here. So at this point, you want to start kind of pulling this away to take the slack out here. You know, you've got your 2 posts that's your stops for your rudder. See there right here. So you'll work right up to those and cut around them. And you got your plate here for your tail spring and stuff that you'll just kind of how to work in and get as close as you can. Sometimes if you have a little extra here, you might take an iron and just take a little of it out and go ahead and cut out from here that you're not dealing with, and just that little bit to finish it up. And that'll close it off. Then you'll come back and start marking over and gluing around the top and finishing it all off before you can stretch it.